We're here in Colorado on the trail of our latest urban myth, and this myth is taking us deep into old school territory. That's right, we're on the trail of one of the horror classics, and so to honor this tradition, we're going black and white to figure out what's really going on in Manitou Springs. Welcome to Manitou Springs, Colorado. Known as the little hippie haven at the base of Pikes Peak, this small mountain town is a virtual hotbed of occult and supernatural rumor and suspicion. From witches to Bigfoot, from ghosts to UFOs, and even ancient curses, Manitou Springs registers high on the creature feature meter. This town has been on our radar for some time, but it was only recently that Urban Myth Explorers was contacted about a new addition to the Manitou Springs mythological rumor mill. The vampires of Ambrose Heights. Are the rumors the result of a town too deep in the grips of their Rocky Mountain high to see straight? Or are the rumors true? Urban Myth Explorers is now here to investigate.
Well, not the typical fare for this little burg. It's not surprising that a vampire myth would be born in this area, especially with the reemergence of vampires in our popular culture. This phenomenon we tend to see a lot.
What many fail to take into consideration is what if the pop culture status of these beings is meant to subvert us from the truth? If you put it in a book and label it fantasy or fiction or whatever, then of course no one is going to take the idea seriously. For generations we have told people repeatedly that these stories were a myth. But what if that's what they want? What if that makes it easier for them to control the myth, to steer us away from the truth? To allow them to hide in plain sight.
That's an absurdly ridiculous assertion. To suggest that vampires have been manipulating us through pop culture is ridiculous. I see you've been speaking to Doug Kinnings, our resident paranormal conspiracy theorist.
I think he's just going by paranormalist.
Look, if these creatures did exist, it's likely that they would be subterranean or animalistic.
What makes you say that?
How else would they stay off the radar for so long?
Well, many of the myths do have a common element of mind control. And besides, that's kind of exactly the point that was raised. Perhaps they can't stay off of the radar, so instead they tamper with the instruments.
Sounds like you can give old Doug a run for his seat. Look, it's no secret that the Ambrose Heights subdivision is populated by a wealthy eccentrics. And in the age of the 1% versus the world, I think we're likely seeing is a manifestation and suspicion and distrust of the wealthy. That's all. These theories of their manipulation of the media and masses through the popular culture is just an extension of that paranoia and current political and economic climate.
So what do you think about the rumors that the Ambrose Heights subdivision is actually home to a secret clan of vampires?
You mean like in those books? Not so secret then, is it?
Well, I guess not, but that's kind of what we're here to find out.
Well, if you ask me, I think it's irresponsible of the author to use a real place like that. You're here, no others will come, and they'll bother all of those kind people just because of those books.
Kind? So you've actually met some of the Ambrose Heights residents?
Well, no, not me personally, but I've heard how handsome and wealthy they are, so...
And that makes them kind?
It just buys them the benefit of the doubt.
Excuse me, do you have a minute to talk about vampires in Manitou Springs?
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't have time for that.
Well, we don't have time for your rudeness, sir. Do we?
Got a bit of time to kill.
Not helpful.
Nah, man, no vampires here, just hippies.
Yeah, hippies don't fly, man.
Yeah, we do. All the time.
So, wait, are you talking about, like, people with the actual power of flight?
No, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's smoked himself.
Shut up, man. I know what I'm talking about. I seen it with my own two eyes. You should talk to the Air Force, man. They probably got it on the radar or something.
So, then you don't think your friend actually saw anything?
No. He doesn't either. He's just messing with you.
Shut up, man. I know what I'm talking
Shut up.
about.
Seriously. We're done here.
Wait, guys.
Okay. These particular myths have surfaced throughout time and across the globe, as these things tend to do. The important thing, almost eerie thing to note about these occurrences is that these areas that these myths occur, that they originate in, they all have very distinct geological and geographic similarities. They are in areas that are in high elevated areas. They contain large pockets of rare minerals in the rock and soil and so on. So the larger question becomes, why do these myths originate in these areas? And that's something we have yet to be able to determine.
The dismissive nature with which these claims are heard by the masses prevents anyone from really finding the true roots of these myths. Paranormalists like myself, as I'm sure urban myth explorers like you too, face the same lack of cooperation and condescending attitudes from people when you bring up the subject of your investigations. What kind of looks and snide remarks do you get when you mention you're investigating vampires?
Who did you say you're with again?
Urban Myth Explorers?
And you're sure they're a reputable, legitimate organization?
Point taken.
So it makes it difficult, is what I'm saying, to get at the heart of these myths, to separate what we believe to be true from what we know to be fiction. Do vampires live in the Ambrose Heights subdivision? Well, we know that the residents are very private. We know that not just anybody can move up there. In fact, the last man who tried succeeded. He fought tooth and nail to breach those borders, only to mysteriously vanish. Hasn't been seen since. So it furthers the mystique that surrounds the area. And have you tried to get up there to get any footage?
Not yet, actually. It's on our schedule for tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, so according to your friend Tobias, there's no way in hell that we are getting through that gate. Doubly so with the camera. So, yeah, essentially, we're kicked out or locked out.
So what the hell are we going to do for footage?
Good question. I don't know, but...
Isn't this public property?
No, apparently it's private. So, yeah. Well, today was basically a wash. I don't know. It seems like we're scratching the surface, you know what I mean? But that it is the surface, that there is something else here. We'll see. Have you heard the rumors about vampires in Manitou Springs?
You mean the Ambrose Heights folks?
So you've heard them.
I've heard things.
Such as?
Have you heard about the balls?
Say what now?
The balls, the vampire balls.
Oh wait, you know what? I have heard mention of those. They're from the books, right?
Yeah, it's real. The Ambrose Heights residents put them on annually.
Huh, have you ever attended?
Not me, but a friend of my cousin went once. She told us about him.
Huh. So there is actually some truth then in these books.
What a better way to hide the truth than to put it out there so it may be dismissed.
Well, I mean, come on. Isn't that kind of the obvious answer?
See, man, it's already working.
I mean, I had heard the rumors, and I didn't think much of them, but then I read those Maya DeLeina books, and something sort of clicked. I remember this guy, gorgeous bit of a hunk, if you know what I mean, that I saw get, violently ill one night at the keg, violently seizure-riddled ill. But when I read about the pills they take in order to eat human food in her books, it was just like she described the moment when their pills Cinderella on them.
Cinderella?
When they eat food beyond their time frame of protection.
Oh, okay, so the coach turns back into a pumpkin.
Exactly, and it ain't pretty. Spewing and convulsing and...
Oh, okay, yeah, we get the picture. That's good.
Hey, what's this all about?
We're Urban Myth Explorers. We're investigating the rumors of vampires in Manitou Springs. Have you heard them?
Who told you to approach me?
What? No one.
Look, I told him I wouldn't say anything, and I haven't. I kept my promise.
Leave me alone.
What are you talking about? What promise?
Oh
Ma'am?
my God. Oh my God, I knew it!
Wait, what? What the hell was that? What was she even looking at? I don't know what to think at this point. Took some time to read through the books today. Pretty steamy stuff, let me tell you. But, I don't know if I'm convinced, but there are certainly some dots here that could be connected. I don't know. Tomorrow we'll try to track down this author, Maya DeLeina. See what she has to say about all this. Okay, so we were told she frequents this place a lot when she's writing. Hopefully we can catch her here. Someone called, said she arrived about an hour ago. So hopefully she's still here. Alright, get this set up.
Hey, is that her?
Huh?
Is that her?
Where? Oh, crap. It is, yeah. Maya! Hey, that is, yeah. Alright, hang on, give me the camera.
Hurry up. She's running, go.
Get on the hook. Get on the hook
Okay,
from
you
the...
gotta move your hand.
Well, damn it, okay. Maya, wait.
You're wasting your time pursuing these works of fiction. Look to the accounts of shapeshifters and elementals and connect the commonalities to those to vampire myths in the same region.
The historical records are indeed more trustworthy. Over the centuries, the vampires have gotten quite good at placing their ranks in highly influential positions. Information control. Steer the story so it never gets out of your hands. They weren't always so good at that.
While we do have people on record who believe that they were coming into contact with these figures who could transform into beasts and other natural elements, it's important to note in the same respect that we've had people on record who believe that the world was flat.
True, but, I mean, some of the greatest minds can still be shorted by their own limited experience.
True, but to see someone standing there 1 minute and to not the next, and to deduce from that this person may have turned into the mist or have simply flown away, isn't the mark of someone who's been shorted by their experience. It's the mark of an overactive imagination, a tendency towards an attention to detail.
Day 197. Apparently we've got another lead supposedly on the way. Who knows? We'll see if this vine bears any fruit.
Just me?
What the hell are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question.
Oh, really? Well, I'm here doing my job. The thing that you were here doing before you quit, remember?
It's been 6 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
The pilot was dropped. What's the real reason you're still here? Come on. We both know this.
Look, unlike you, I still believe there's a story here, alright?
The network moved on.
There will be other networks. Look, as soon as they see what I have...
What do you have?
Okay, nothing conclusive yet, alright? But that could change this afternoon. I've got somebody bringing me a lead right now.
You don't need it. You need help. You need help.
Look, I'm almost there.
That's what you said 5 months ago before I walked. Time and time again.
This is different. I know it is. I can feel it.
You look like shit. I mean, what are you doing to yourself?
I'm getting to the truth, okay? That's what I'm doing to myself.
Just come back with me. Look at this. You're living in filth. There's nothing here.
Look, I wish that I could. But I don't have a choice.
Why do I bother? What's that?
We found her.
That's the woman that...
Yeah. Been looking for her for months.
Well, what does it say about her?
Huh. Seems her sister disappeared. The dates, they coincide with one of those so-called vampire balls that we read about in the books.
Oh, yeah. But that's weird.
She pursued the investigation on her own after the police were no help.
Well, this is a recent
Yeah.
photo. This is only a few days ago.
Seems they know where she is. Huh. That's weird. Her investigation, it took her to a mining operation, or it led her to there.
Like mining?
Yeah.
For
like-
gold?
Well, it doesn't say what kind of setup it was, just some sort of mining operation close to the Ambrose Heights subdivision. But then it just,
That's it?
yeah, it just stops. Or rather, she did. Dropped everything.
Do you think we should?
We never back down from a story, no matter where it takes us.
Now, Kaya, I want you to tell me where you are.
I followed Helena. I told her not to go, but she wouldn't listen to me. We both received invitations to the ball. She didn't believe the rumors. I managed to stall her for a bit, but not long enough. One of them is gripping her tight, biting into her breast. Oh, she tries to scream and I can't find my voice. Blood drips onto the white roses. Then he's dragging her limp body in through the basement door. I can't move for what seems like minutes. I tried to follow, but I'm grabbed from behind. Next thing I know, I'm walking home. I feel this urge compelling me to go home, go to sleep.
Kaya, I want you to skip forward now to that mining operation you told me about during our last session. What led you there?
As Helena's notes. She was doing an investigation of her own, following this obscure paper trail she uncovered, connected Ambrose Heights to this underground mining operation. I found the map and followed where it should have been. Next thing I know, I'm awake in my bed. I can't remember anything from that day. can almost see something, but it's covered in a fog.
So what do you make of that?
Wow, maybe there's something to this after all.
Seriously? You're in?
It's promising. Why don't you just go get yourself cleaned up and we'll go get this story.
Yeah, the balls are notorious. Think Eyes Wide Shut meets VampCon. Very bow chicka wow wow. But more secret than sexy. They say that the invitations are spelled so that only those who receive them can see the entrance, much less find it. It's pretty interesting stuff.
So wait, they must have like some pretty major influence on the town. I mean, if they can hold these balls out in the open like that.
To most, it's just wealthy business owners. Let's just say they know the right strings to pull. Like when they got the metaphysical shop shut down for selling blood honey under the counter.
Wait, blood honey, like from the books?
Yeah, vamp blood and cannabis, buddy. That shit's the real deal. Colorado loves its cannabis.
Woo! Amendment 64!
Okay, cut. Wait. Hang on a second. That guy. Hey, isn't that the guy that was driving the Hummer the day that we ran into the author, Maya DeLeina? Okay, wait. Give me the camera. Give me the camera.
What the? Done here?
Give me the camera. Give me the camera.
Hey.
Where'd he go?
Who?
Where'd he go? He was right here.
Who? There's nothing over here.
I swear to God, he was here.
There's nobody over here.
Smoke too much.
If the vampires had the power to manipulate our thoughts, could they effectively program us?
I guess in theory, but what do you mean, program us? In what way?
I mean implanting behavioral suggestions so that we respond to certain situations in a predetermined fashion.
Hello? Can I help you?
So, you don't remember us?
Well, should I?
Well, with a show. Urban Myth Explorers. We ran into you downtown asking about the Ambrose Heights vampires.
Who told you to approach me? Look, I told them I wouldn't say anything, and I haven't. You tell them I kept my promise. Now leave me alone!
Wait, Kaya, come on, look, just talk to us, okay? Look, talk. Kaya!
Well, it certainly is an interesting premise, and with mind control would come the power of implanting suggestion. It's just only a matter of how far they would take it. Sure, hypnotizing someone to respond to a particular trigger in a chosen way is something we see all the time. But from what you described, you would need a hell of a lot more than your standard parlor trick entertainer could muster. But if that were the case, and they did have that developed of an ability, how could we be sure that we weren't all already programmed?
There.
What in the hell?
He's been following us almost since we got to town.
Who is he?
I don't know. But what if the cryptozoologist was right? What if all of this has effectively been staged? What if they've been feeding us this information?
That doesn't make sense. Why would they do that? Why would they even bother?
I don't know.
They trying to scare us?
It doesn't make sense, like you said. Tomorrow, we find this mining operation, see what we can figure out.
Or we could just pack up and go home.
We never back down from a story, no matter where it takes us.
Look, I don't know where you got this whole mantra of yours going on, but I can't say I'm a fan.
Okay, so I think this is it. I think we finally found it. All right? Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Helena's notes have been referencing.
Well, we've heard that before, for umpteen fucking months now.
Okay, right, this map hasn't been the easiest thing to read and decipher.
Just because you can't read a map.
True, that hasn't helped, but still, look. I think this is it, all right? We're here now.
Yeah, we've been at places like this for 4 months. It's the same every place.
Yeah, well, excuse me, but this is the first time water's been flowing through here before, and the...
Just go.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna go up, and I'll get the camera.
Hey, look over there!
Oh, shit, okay. They're coming. Run, just run. No. Angie! I've uploaded all the footage that we managed to get so far. I don't think they've gotten their claws into the internet just yet. There is something to these urban myths in Manitou Springs. Please believe me, if you've seen any of this footage, then you know what I'm talking about. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I just know that they're coming for me. They set us a trap. And we walked right into it. And now Angie's gone and they're here. I'd like to apologize for the footage that I uploaded online last night. I did so in a vain attempt to prop up our failing program and to create undue hysteria around a story that we know to be fabricated and a complete work of fiction. All of the events in our would-be broadcast were staged by us, the producers of Urban Myth Explorers. We humbly ask the forgiveness of our fans and viewers and have decided that we will no longer be broadcasting this program. It is our sincerest hope that our prank will in no way cause any stress or harm to the residents of the Ambrose Heights area and Manitou Springs proper. Thank you.
Darkness falls in the sky where we can be free. Stay up alive. Stay up alive. Stay up alive. Stay up alive. Been lost for 1,000 years. Inside my mind where madness falls, you came into my life to save me from dying young. I gave you promises when others only tried to hide. Dark angel, let me show you we can die.